On this channel, we love talking about animals. We would be able to do that nearly as much if it weren't for a few key organizations. We're working tirelessly to protect them. One of those organizations is the World Wildlife Fund, or WWF. They are an international non-governmental organization whose mission is to conserve nature and reduce threats to the diversity of life on Earth. And they couldn't do that without us. Thanks to their supporters, the WWF has been doing just that for over 60 years. In 1961, the WWF started out as a small group of 7 dedicated individuals, and today they have grown into a large international conservation organization with over 5 million supporters worldwide. Through donations from people like you, the WWF works in more than 130 countries to protect endangered species, their habitats, and the vital ecosystem services that all life on Earth depends on. But what got me interested in the WWF was their work with giant pandas. Today, there are only around 1,800 giant pandas left in the wild. So what makes the giant panda such an important species that's worth saving? What makes the giant panda so special? Hi, I'm here with Minotaurth. The giant panda has become an international symbol of conservation for a number of reasons. First, they're just plain cute. It doesn't hurt that their clumsy gait and playful antics make them seem endearingly goofy too. But their cuteness may be one of the reasons they have so many devoted fans. Cuteness is thought to trigger a nurturing response in people. And because pandas were once near extinction, their adorableness made people really want to take care of them. This is called the 10th commandment, and it states that animals that are cute or adorable tend to evoke an innate desire to nurture them. And since people started wanting to nurture pandas, we humans have protected them through captive breeding programs and habitat restoration projects. Second, pandas are charismatic megafauna, which means they're big, beautiful animals that are easy to fall in love with. Take a look at this guy. Can you not just fall in love with his little face? Charismatic megafauna like pandas. Tigers and elephants tend to evoke an emotional response in people, and that makes them good ambassadors for conservation. People will go see a panda in a zoo or watch videos of them online to learn about their plight in the wild, and hopefully that will inspire them to get involved with conservation efforts. And finally, the giant panda is a flagship species. A flagship species is one that people will support even if they do want necessarily care about the other species in its ecosystem. The panda is so iconic that it draws people in and gets them invested in its protection. Then once people are invested in protecting the panda, they'll also end up protecting the other species living in its habitat. The WWF has been working to protect giant pandas since 1982 when they partnered with the Chinese government to create reserves to protect the remaining wild pandas in their habitat. At the time, there were only about 1,100 giant pandas left in the wild, and most of them lived in fragmented populations with little hope of recovery. By 2014, though, thanks to the efforts of the WWF and other conservation groups, the number of wild pandas had increased to almost 1,800, and in 2016, the International Union for Conservation of Nature downlisted the giant panda from endangered to vulnerable. So thanks to the hard work of the WWF and other organizations, the future looks bright for giant pandas. But there's still a lot more work to be done. Climate change is a major threat to giant pandas because it can alter the delicate balance of the mountain forests where they live. The changing climate could also affect the bamboo that pandas eat. Luckily, the WWF is already thinking about this and has helped establish a genetic bank of bamboo that will help ensure that pandas will always have food to eat. The best part is that you can help too. If you donate to the WWF, they'll put your money to work right away. They have projects all over the world that are helping to protect endangered species like pandas and their habitats. You can choose to donate to a specific project, or you can just let the WWF decide where your money is most needed. Every dollar donated to the WWF goes towards making a positive impact on the environment. Giant pandas are one of the most beloved animals on the planet, but they're not the only ones. The WWF works to protect all species, big and small. So join us in the WWF today and help protect the natural world we all depend on. Click the link below to donate now.